Hey guys, so Flash is on again because I always do vlogs late at night, so the only light in the house is from an electric light, house light, whatever. So it's always really dark on camera. So I'm sitting by my new Ashley photo. But just because I'm feeling a love for green right now. An obvious reason that I will share with you now is because I just saw Breaking Dawn Part 2 again. I had to pay for my mum's ticket because we did Orange Wednesday, so it's 2 for 1, and she wasn't going to pay for it, so I had to pay £9.50 for an adult ticket, even though I'm a teen, so I'd normally have to pay for a teen ticket. But the good thing is that I have my money, so I can pay for it, and I'm going on Friday, hopefully. Hopefully we get that sorted, and hopefully next Wednesday as well. I'd love to go more times, but I doubt it's going to happen, to be honest. I don't think my mum's going to be able to put up with me much longer, because this is the second time I've seen it now. I cried even more this time than I did last time, and oh my god, when Ashley's name came up, I just got even worse. People were talking about me behind me because I was crying so loud. During the spoilers, scene where Bella's showing Edward what her thoughts. Well, that was where I started crying last time. This time it was during Alice's vision of Renesmee and Jacob, and because I knew it was coming, and just because I don't know. And this time I did watch Jasper's death. I did sort of. I had my hand like this, but I saw it, and I saw Alice scream afterwards, and I really wanted to cry, but I just couldn't. I don't know why. I felt like I really wanted to, because it was just, one of my favourite characters dying, but nothing happened, and I was sitting there like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, and I don't know, so, yeah, I just thought I'd make a vlog about this. I finally wore the Diane von Furstenberg. I was going to wear that on Friday too, but that would be a bit weird, so I'm going to whack out another Alice costume of some sort. But yeah, I was crying from Alice's vision of Renesmee, and I've forgotten now, and I'm just trying not to cry again. I'm still in the sensitive zone of when you cry, and then you have that time afterwards where anything can sort of set you off, and this is one of the moments. My Team Green banner is falling off the wall. And then it got to the credits, and I even said to my mum, can they not show Ashley this time? Because I knew what was gonna happen, and I knew it was gonna happen from the moment Jackson came up, because when Jackson came up I was like crying like a nutter, because he's just amazing, and oh my god, I was crying enough at him. And then there was Kellen, or Nikki, it was Kellen, and then Nikki, or then Kellen, but I can't really remember. And then I thought it was Peter next, and so I was like, oh, just one more to go, and then Alice came and I was like, oh my god, so it sort of took me by surprise, and then I was just like crying so hard. I didn't say my cheesy "she's the best thing ever happened to me" line, but I was just sitting there like, I love her so much, and here come the tears again. But yeah, just, if you don't want to cry loads, then do not become so emotionally attached to such a thing and such a person, because it's not gonna work. You know, 3 years. Following Ashley, I would say like a lost puppy, but that sounds a bit creepy. Just following her career, and oh my god, I should stop talking, I really should. I have something else to talk about, which is also to do with the film, but it won't make me cry. I'm gonna have to say it fast, otherwise I'm just oh, that's attractive. you know, I'm just gonna gaze around my walls. um, you know, following Ashley for 3 years, not literally, following her career and everything she's got up to, and following her advice and loving her unconditionally. Yeah. um, oh dear, there's something wrong with me. It's not, it's, hate is gonna hate, but there's nothing actually wrong with me. People do what they want to do, and this is what I want to do. Cry over someone, obviously. But no, what I was gonna say is that there was already one mistake that I knew about when I saw it the first time, and that was that Alice's vision of Renesmee Jacob shouldn't happen. She can't see werewolves and she can't see hybrids, and people were saying that maybe it's because it was Edward and Bella's future, and that because they were involved, just because they were there, then they can see them. But that's not true. That's not right. She shouldn't have been able to see that at all, because there's a scene in Breaking Dawn when, in the book, which isn't in the film, where Bella wants Renesmee with her, but Alice doesn't want her to be, just because if Renesmee's there, then she can't see the future, and she tells her to keep her still, because if she moves, it could muck up her whole vision. And so yeah, it is a bit confusing, but I think the book had a few loopholes as well, so I suppose the film would too. People keep saying to me that when Jasper dies, he never gets burned, and so he's not really dead. But it seems that the films, in Twilight they said, but to rip him apart and burn the pieces, which is right. That's from the book. But then in Eclipse, when they kill Victoria and they pull her head off, and she's still, and her eyes are closed, and she's dead. End of. I mean, yeah, they burn her afterwards, but yeah. But then it's sort of difficult because, vampires are supposed to be able to put themselves back together again and move after they after they pulled apart. So, but with all the others, they just didn't. When Irina had her head pulled off, splat on the ground. When Carlo had his head pulled off, splat on the ground. Nothing going on. They both got burned though, so yeah. But then Jasper didn't got burned. But then Alice screams like he's dead. But then again, if you think about it, who would want to see their soulmate have their head ripped off, even if these are alive still? So I guess Alice was within her right to scream. Another mistake that I found, I don't know if anyone else noticed, but it's just because I think too much and know too much, basically. So Bella says that there are 18 vampires at the Cullen house, that are all the nomads and the Irish coven and the Egyptian coven and all them. And then she says about there being 27. First of all, that confused me because obviously she'd said 18. Then I realized she meant the Cullens as well. But then, if you think about it, that means 9 extra vampires, and 9 is all the Cullens, including Alice and Jasper. But by this point, Alice and Jasper have gone, therefore it would only be 25 vampires in the house, and that's just me being a complete and total freak, because I worked out quick in my head. I was like, why is there 9 extra vampires? Oh, Cullens. Wait a minute, Alice and Jasper aren't there before. There are 7 Cullens. What's going on? So it is kind of annoying. But then again, Renesmee isn't a vampire. She's a half vampire. So unless Bella's decided to count her as a full vampire, I don't know. But the math didn't add up unless a couple extra vampires turn up. So that's just my 2 cents. Yeah. I really I like waiting. I like sitting in the credits a lot and just listening to the music, especially because of the soundtrack. Reeves is the third song to be played. It starts off with Green Day, then it's Ellie Goulding, and then it's Reeve. Um, we were waiting for Reeve's song to come up, but then by that time, halfway through Ellie Goulding's song, everybody left. So my mum told me that she wasn't going to wait in the cinema on her own just to listen to Reeve's song that I could listen to at home. So we started walking out, and I was hoping that it was going to start playing when I walked out, but it didn't. And then my mum wanted to go to the bathroom, so I was waiting outside. And then when we walked past the screen, it had gotten past Reeve's song into Nikki Reed's song, which I love that song. Some of you may know that I didn't have the best of opinions of Nikki Reed. I wasn't her biggest fan at all. But it was kind of weird because it was just one tweet that made me change my mind, and then some pictures. So Ashley was tweeting about how she couldn't get to LA for the not for the premiere, for like Breaking Dawn promo. The only one out of anyone from Twilight at all to tweet her back was Nikki, saying about how much she'd be missed. And I was like, oh, she's not so bad. And then a few days later, there was some pictures of. It might have been the same day actually, because I didn't see that tweet the day she tweeted it. So, but ooh, it's gone dead. And oh god, what was I saying? And there was really cute pictures of Ashley and Nikki together, and I was just like, oh my god, what have I been thinking? And then I heard Nikki and Paul's song on the soundtrack, and I was like, this is an amazing song, and I really like it. And why was I thinking all this stuff? And that was a weird face. Talking of weird faces, did you see Jasper's face in the first scene he was in? I mean, seriously? I mean, I would notice because I have to take in every detail of his analysis, so. But when Bella walks in and Alice goes, you look amazing, Bella. I was doing my Jackson impression, you don't even want to hear that. It's really bad. But when Alice says, you look amazing, Bella, Jasper's face is actually brilliant. It's just, he does have some funny faces, that dude. My mum said that I was laughing about 15 minutes after Arrows. That was the best. That was like one of the best parts of the film. I was going to say the best part of the film, but my favourite part of the film is, well, there's several. First is when the Cullens are walking out of the forest. I think they're meant to be hunting, and Alice and Jasper jump from a tree and then they kiss. And I was like, let's just. They never used to do things like that. You know, Alice and Jasper cuteness is rare. I mean, the most you normally get is Alice with a hand on his chest, and that's like the signature Alice and Jasper pose. But you know, that seemed to be all they were going to give us was fans. Then Eclipse, then they gave us a kiss, and then Breaking Dawn, they gave us another kiss, and Breaking Dawn Part 1, they gave us a little walk with me. But then my second, well, this is my most favourite part really, is just when Alice just goes like a bit mental during the battle scene and just goes straight after Jane and then just whoops her ass. It's just like, you know, most scenes like that seem to go straight to Bella and Edward, and you know, I really like that they just brought her, you know, they just gave her something really awesome. And I know that a lot of people, no one in my screens did that, but apparently those people were cheering Alice on and other things, and loads of people have done Team Alice, which was really good. Although I still stand by the fact that there were a lot of us who were Team Alice before she did that, and we appreciated her before she beat up Jane. So, but yeah, I'm probably going to go in a minute because I have no idea how long this video is. Oh, my eyes. I wasn't crying, it's just the bloody flash. But yeah, I can't wait to see it again. Though next time it's going to be my friends. So, good luck. Good luck looking after me. Because I'm just going to be on the floor. You know, this time it was... Last time it was quiet crying. This time it was... Next time it's going to be... I'm just on the floor and crying and screaming, probably. And I managed to... You know, because my mum kept making sarcastic comments all the way through the battle scene. The first time I saw it, I missed loads of little things. Like, first of all, I missed Jasper's death, but I did that by choice. I hid. But this time I watched it like that, but I still saw it, and I didn't know who killed him, and I realised that's Dimitri, which has not improved my opinion of Charlie Bewley. Not that I don't think he chose to do it. Jackson thought it was cool. He's got decapitated, but he's a bit nuts anyway. But like, I didn't notice that things like when Marcus is about to be killed and he just says finally, and it's like, it wasn't really explained though. For people who hadn't read the books, they might just be like, what? Finally? Because they never explain about like his mate being killed, and you know, he just was only part of the Volturi because Chelsea, I think it is, made him stay, and Aro like sort of blackmailed him, and so yeah. But I think they've really left it open for another film, and as much as I would love another film, I think it's good to stop somewhere, and I think it's good to stop before they ruin things. And Ashley's already said she's not going to do another film. If she gets asked, she'll probably say no, because she said she wants someone else to have the opportunity. And to be honest, I don't think I'd watch it. If there was a different person playing Alice, like, oh my god, what's going on? If there was someone else playing Alice, then I'm just not interested, because you know, as much as I loved the Twilight books and everything, and Jackson and everyone else, I couldn't watch it without Ashley in it. I mean, fair enough if Alice wasn't in it, but if Alice is in it but not played by her, that's not that's not Twilight. That's not right. And when Ashley was nearly fired from Breaking Dawn for wanting a pay rise, on Kellen as well, I was dead set that I was not going to watch it. If she'd been recast, that was it. Jackson in it, Peter's in it, everyone else I love in it. I don't care. If Ashley isn't Alice, then it's not right. 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 It's just not. It should be against the law. Because I say so. So yeah, I'm gonna go now, because I don't know how long I've been talking. But yeah, I need to sort of recover my eyes from this, because I cannot see. And I might just gaze at my picture of Ashley for a bit, if that's not creepy. So yeah, bye.